Hello Leo and welcome to Providence. My name is KK and this is your general weekly reading for the week commencing the 12th of April. I hope you're all very well and safe and thank you for joining me. Once again, this is for the Leo Collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Signs of Leo, as well as the cross watchers. Everyone is most welcome here. And as always, please be reminded that this is a general weekly reading and only to take what resonates with you and leave the rest for somebody else in the collective. Oh, too many cards there. Oh, too many cards. As you know, Leo, there we go. I was about to say this can take a moment and the cards are obviously jumping. How we start this weekly reading is the Nine of Swords, Leo. You're feeling some anxiety going on at the moment, some concerns. The Nine of Swords is sometimes known as the Nightmares card. And this is about having those sleepless nights where we turn our worries into mountains at 2 a.m. And we've all been there, Leo, so we know exactly what you're going through at the moment. This is also a card that can represent mental health conditions. Look, if you are in that position, please, Leo, seek some professional advice. There are many tools and resources out there that can help you out, and we certainly don't want anybody in that headspace. For the rest of us, this is just a few sleepless nights. You're really concerned. You're really anxious about something. You've got some fears going on. Look, this could be in regards to, obviously, the global pandemic. It might be that you've recently lost your job. It can absolutely be a range of things. But some anxiety going on. For the majority of you, this is just going to be a few sleepless nights. And as unpleasant as that is, we've all been through it. So let us find out what these anxieties are for you this week, Leo. All right, card at the bottom of the deck is the Eight of Pentacles. So this is the overarching energy for the week for you, Leo. Now, this is about when the apprentice becomes the master. This is about you honing your skills through hard work, through dedication, being focused. You can see this guy here, he's been chipping away, carving those pentacles for days and nights. His clothes are ragged, but you're mastering some skills, your craft, whatever area that may be. And I think this is in an area generally to do with work. So, but certainly the apprentice is becoming the master, which is not a bad energy at all to have throughout the week with you. All right, let's see what's crossing you this week. Well, the Ace of Wands is crossing you, which isn't at all what I was expecting, Leo. So the Ace of Wands is a gift from the universe, whether you've been creating this, co-creating this with the universe, or whether this is in divine timing. The Ace of Wands is now being handed to you. And this is about inspiration. This is about having the power to create new beginnings in your life, to see potential and create new beginnings that are going to be successful for you. And this is where your anxieties lie. Is this the case of, if it is the case of you recently lost your job, inspiration is going to come to you this week. You're going to see potential in other areas, maybe other industries, where you can transfer your skills off and start a new beginning. Just using that as an example. I think, during this time everywhere around the world, we're really reassessing our lives at the moment. So perhaps there is potential around you that you haven't honed in on before, but this is about new beginnings, creating something out of the potential that you see. So that is absolutely great and totally counteracts that Nine of Swords. In the recent past, we have the Moon. Now, the Moon card is traditionally the Cancer card. Leo, if that resonates with anybody out there, I also sometimes read this as the Pisces card. But the Moon is about revealing things that are unknown. The Moon absolutely is about intuition, your subconscious. And the Moon reveals unknown things to us. Because this is in the past, I think you absolutely have had something revealed to you. Can also speak about sort of a bit of a download from the universe. But this just has happened. If not last week, within the last few weeks. It's a recent discovery that you have made. You've had information revealed to you, and this is what has brought you in to this Nine of Swords energy. So I don't know what that information is. That's going to be different for everybody out there, but that's what's brought you in. But again, this Ace of Wands is counteracting. It's giving you the inspiration to see how you can create things, new beginnings in your life. So we've got a little bit of synchronicity here going on. We've got the 8 and the 9 of Swords. We've also got the 8 of Pentacles here. And we have the 8 of Swords. This is sometimes known as the over-analysis card or the analysis paralysis card. In the 8 of Swords, you can see yourself getting stuck in these negative thought loops that are bringing you to the Nightmares card here. This is about you imprisoning yourself in this negative self-talk. This is about you having imposed restrictions on yourself. As you see this lady, she's bound. She's got a blindfold on. She's created this prison out of all these swords. But if she took that blindfold off, there's a huge gap there in the fence. She can walk straight out. So this is the negative self-talk. And look, a lot of us at the moment are obviously self-isolating and perhaps we're by ourselves, and you can easily spiral down into a bit of negative self-talk. Oh, I can't go for that job. I haven't got enough money for this. I'm not smart enough for that. I'm not clever enough for this. That is the 8 of Swords energy, and that is what's bringing on this anxiety with the 9 of Swords. So we need to get you out of this mode. What is crowning you is the Lovers, Leo. This is the Gemini card. Now, the Lovers, of course, is about relationships, partnerships, you know, harmony, love, your values aligning. Quite possibly you've got some concerns going on about a relationship for you at the moment. I think a lot of relationships are being tested at the moment if you're in self-isolation. So there could absolutely be something there. It also could be to get about you, you and your partner coming together at this time. Your values are aligning. You're actually discovering new and wonderful things about each other, how aligned you actually are with your purpose, your values. For those that aren't partnered up, this can be an alignment within yourself. Again, everyone's got a lot of time to think about what they're doing with their lives at the moment. And this could be a time for you reflecting on your relationship with yourself, if that makes sense. So your alignment with yourself is right on point. You know exactly what you want to do, how you want to do it, and what you hold dear to you, what path you want to walk. And the King of Swords is the outcome of this, which is not a bad thing at all. The King of Swords is the king that holds the sword of truth. He has great mental clarity, great intellectual power, very clear boundaries, very direct communication. He is the authority of truth. The King of Swords can often be, you know, in those professions of lawyers, judges, doctors, and things like that. If this is concerns about, I should go back and say this King of Swords indeed can be somebody in your life, and I think they're going to give you great strength, and they're going to absolutely tell you the truth. And if that is the case, we would be speaking about yourself, Leo. You are the king of... No. What is going on with me at the moment? I was going to say this is you, but it's quite clearly not. You know, this absolutely would be a Gemini, Libra, or an Aquarian. I'm sorry, Leo, I'm just hearing something. This is you. I know it's not you. And that's what happens when my mind takes over my mouth. So this card, if this is someone in your life, we're speaking about a Gemini, Libra, or an Aquarian, a man or a woman, who's absolutely going to give you the truth. But what I'm hearing is this is actually you embracing this. This is why I was getting all confused. This is about you embracing this King of Swords, energy, and it's to do with this alignment up here, this inspiration that's being handed to you, and all of that is going to take away this anxiety that you're feeling at the moment. And I think what is happening is you're becoming very, very clear about what path you want to walk, whether that's with your partner, in relationships in your life, or with yourself. You're becoming very, very clear. You are your own authority of truth. Does that make sense, Leo? Oh, I'm so glad we got there. As always, I'd like to take one final message, but if this reading is resonating with you, please feel free to give the video a like. Feel free to leave a comment if you would like to. And if you haven't already, please consider clicking that subscribe button below the video, as I do have ongoing weekly videos for everyone. All right, let's see what the final message is here. Oh, this King of Swords. Very, very interesting. You are becoming the King of Swords this week, Leo. It's to do with this truth of alignment, aligning with your values. We've got Skunk Spirit here, the number 54, and the message Skunk Spirit brings is know your worth. Know your worth. And this is, again, to do with your values, what you have to offer, what paths you want to walk. Let's see what else Skunk Spirit has to say to you this week. Skunk Spirit comes as you are reminded that you can be proud of who you are and what you have accomplished. Know your worth. Not everyone will agree with you or share your values, but you can walk with your head high, knowing that when you express your integrity, others can feel your authenticity and will be inspired by it. Be who you are. And if your reputation precedes you, well, good. You have much to be proud of, and Skunk Spirit wants you to be your best self, the true you. I will leave you with that final message for the week, Leo. I wish you a fabulous week ahead. I do look forward to seeing you next week, and until then, from me to you, much love and light. Bye-bye.